Where am I going? Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Hope you all are well. I'm doing alright myself. I got a new setup. This is something I'm going to be talking about. My previous setup wasn't that efficient. It's kind of boring. I had my phone on a simple stand, just on my keyboard, and it wasn't the best. I think we can all actually pretty agree that wasn't the best. But I've got a better setup now with better lighting, and it looks slightly more aesthetically beautiful. I don't actually look as good off camera. I really don't. People do think me bad, but anyway, I am here to do a review. Oh, quickly, just an announcement. For some of you who haven't seen it yet, I did a short horror film, which most likely one of my best short film I've ever made. Creep Up On You, called Creep Up On You. 28 minutes, and it's only got 20 views at the moment, which, I mean, I'm happy with 20 views, but considering the uprise of some other videos, I feel like it hasn't done as well as I wanted it to. And I feel like it would be a lot of you guys' cup of tea. It's just a short horror film about clones of me and my friend Ollie Ward, and it was really good. Really did lots of fun making it. Yeah, so it's a good film. Check it out if you'd like. I'll put the link to it in the description, or not. I'm mostly going to forget in editing. Anyway, I am here to do a review of it's a Thai film from Thailand. It's kind of easy to say that because Thai, you know, homophone. And it's in, I like to say independent film, because it practically is. It's not got a big budget. Kaiju film. We all like the kaijus over here. For those who don't know, kaijus are like it's not like some sort of cinematic universe. Kaijus are literally just like big monsters. Godzilla's a kaiju. That's all you need to know. Stuff like that. Gorgo, kaiju. So you get the picture. And this film here, sorry if it's inverted. I'll flip it around once we get into the unboxing part of the video. Is a 2022 film, The Lake. Yeah, like I just mentioned, it's a Thailand film, and it's directed by Lee Thong. I can't say that. Tongkum. I've really butchered that. So, I'll quickly read out the synopsis to you so you get an idea of it. Just to give a clarification, well, I did watch it. I watched it sometime last week. I think it's a couple of days before I filmed, if not the day before I filmed. I see Creep Up On You, sorry. Anyway, I'll read out the synopsis. When a mysterious monster emerges from the Mekong River, the northern province of Buang Khan, Thailand, is suddenly cut off from the outside world. Officials, scientists, and local citizens must mobilise to stop the rampaging kaiju before it's too late and the whole town is destroyed. But the monster may not be alone after all. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's basically all you need to know about the film. It's got an interesting premise. Again, it's nothing obviously fantastic. It's nothing like, you know, when the Terminator came out and everyone was burned. It's nothing like that. Nothing like when Star Wars was first released or anything. So I'll give my first review on the film and my thoughts right now. So I'll go through I don't, whenever I do videos and movie reviews, I don't actually go, well, this is what I like about the album, this is what I don't. I never actually stick to a strict schedule. I do it different every video just to give, because why not? It's actually kind of me forgetting. Yeah. So I'll start off with like my actual thoughts on the film. I found the film a fun watch. I did notice that the film had a very good vision. The director definitely, I feel like in the one of the more climactic scenes where one of the main characters, he's called the Inspector in the film. I don't actually know his name. Mostly people in editing, like, yeah. But yeah, in one of the main climaxes, which I don't want to spoil too much because it's a film that is actually good to watch for a couple of people. It's just that obviously it isn't like amazing, but definitely took some inspiration from Jurassic Park. Definitely took some inspiration from Jurassic Park. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's the way I thought of it, and I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was a fun little and I also do appreciate the heavy use of practical effects in some of the beginning scenes where the monster starts rampaging on the local village, which is actually a sequence of actually pretty cool, yeah, almost like obviously emotional sequences, which I really do think the director definitely did a really good job at keeping this emotional, like, aesthetic pace throughout all the action scenes. And speaking of the aesthetic during action scenes, during the scenes where they use, as I was talking about, the practical effects with the kaiju going around, one of the smaller kaijus going around killing people, pretty gruesome, actually, pretty entertaining. Gruesome entertaining, that works. The cinematography is always like really fastly cut, which some people would say, oh, it's a really bad use of like poor filming. I don't think it is. I mean, it could just be like a tight budget, and the effects. The CGI in this film is decent. That's definitely very good, sir. one of the main kaiju scenes, the VFX is actually really good, but the practical effects, it is obviously like really good, like Stan Winston studio practical effects, but it's still nonetheless really good. And it's all like quickly cut during all the action scenes, which is really interesting. I think that's something worth noticing, because some people, if you haven't watched the film yet and you're watching this review beforehand, or you've heard of it possibly, just letting you know. So I don't feel like it's a part of bad directing. I feel like it's more or less just like the weird aesthetic. The lights just started on me. Complete change of light, and it's mostly freaked you out now. Like, yeah, I have a light. I also go outside. Yeah, going back to the cinematography, mainly the action scenes, which a lot of the film is taken up by action scenes. It's got this quick cuts, and it's pretty entertaining to watch. It's got this weird editing, which sort of reminds me of like late 90s, early 2000s, like lower budget-ish horror films. It's pretty cool. That's just what I thought of it. I'm thinking too much into it. This film definitely has a good vision, and the acting in this film is very good as well from numerous characters. It's a good watch. I wanted to say that often this film can be a bit far-fetched, because it's quite obvious that it didn't have too much of a big budget, and the director was clearly trying to go for something modern. And if this film was more popular, and I mean, again, not many people, if this film was more popular, I feel like it would have better reception if it was more popular and it had a slightly more like recognisable, something just maybe possibly to do with the action scenes. I feel like I don't quite know why this film sort of flopped. It's something I've never understood. I just thought this film was a good watch. But if this film was just maybe had this slightly more, you know, like, I don't want to say goodness, because that's kind of just like, I sound like an idiot, but I don't quite know how to describe it, but you get what I mean. If it had this slight more like bigger studios, things like that, the film would have done mostly really well. At the moment, it's sort of just like, it goes very under the radar. It's sort of an underground film, but it's got very lots of potential. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know what the director Lee. I don't actually know what he's done apart from this film. But I don't actually know that. But if this is the director's like one of the first efforts, I haven't actually looked into him much, or the cast. If this is one of his first efforts, then definitely surprising, and he can totally get somewhere. He's definitely got such a good vision. It's quite obvious. I don't know who wrote it. Is it written by someone else? Oh, he wrote it as well. He definitely wrote it. So yeah, again, this guy has got a really good vision, and yeah, the acting's very decent. It's got some good characters in it as well, and it's got this slight, for me, I found it quite funny because I've got stupid sense of humour, but it's got a slight, almost like undertone of comedy to it. I don't know why, but not like a comedy film like mediocre, but it's just like dark comedy in some bits. That's what I thought. Listen, if you don't see any dark comedy in it, then that means I'm all weird. You're almost like normal. This film was actually a decent watch. Again, I wouldn't actually say it's a really enjoyable, or it's like, I mean, it's very good aesthetically. You know, the film definitely knows what it is. It's, you know, so it's nothing bad. It's nothing brilliant. It's just a film that's just, you watch every now and then. We might watch it one evening and sing. Yeah, it's good. It's if I was to put it into a literal perspective, when you want to watch it. So yeah, it's a fun watch, and I would recommend it for a lesser, not like I wouldn't go into this film expecting like massive budgets, big explosions, fantastic VFX. But yeah, as I was just talking about, don't go into this film expecting too much. It's just a fun film that you watch, and there's nothing bad with it, in my personal opinion. Some people completely didn't like this film, like whatsoever, which I found interesting, or I thought it was alright. I think it's decent. And listen, I might even be too naive to notice, but I definitely know a bad film when I see it, and this was fine. I don't think it was too bad at all. Again, nothing fantastic, nothing like you know, Oscar worthy, but it's a good film and it's got a good vision. Sometimes that's just all you need, isn't it? Okay, guys, that's the review out of the way. Oh, I completely forgot to rank it. So often I rank films. I think in the last couple like movie or even album reviews, I haven't ranked them, which is, I might have, I might not have. I literally don't remember. Sorry, I've came so prepared into this review. Please excuse me. I just enjoyed the film, so I'll give it, again, not as I usually rank films, not in a perspective of like, if it's a 7.9, as a film like this, for example, it's like one of the best films. It's beautiful. Everyone should watch it. But just like thinking about what the film is, I'll give it a decent 7.5. Again, just like as a big whole, no. In the grand scheme of things, it's like a 3.6. But no, just for considering this film as it is, it's about 7.5 for me. 7.4, 7.6, somewhere in that line. Or 7. So this film is recommended, and it's a fun watch. Okay, that is the review out of the way. Now it's about time we get into the unboxing part of the video. Right, guys, so this one was good artwork. It was this DVD, this particular UK DVD, was distributed by 101 Films, which often review like either like, mid-decent to low-budget films. So they release some good stuff. So here's the DVD again, really good cover. I wouldn't say that the cover is like most B movies where they don't never live up to it. That is actually kind of a lie in this case because it's somewhat similar. So yeah, the cinematography is incredible. Bloody flicks. Monster eyes. Very cool cover. There's the spine, the 101 Films I was talking about. Here's the back, so it has the synopsis here. This is towards the end, one of the practical effects. That's what the practical effects looks like in most scenes. Just the main character. 3 pretty cool photos. Suitable only for persons of 15 years or over. Pretty good back artwork. There's the disc. It's got the same artwork as the cover, as most films just often do. It's a disc. Often I like to take the disc out separately for some ultra movie loving nerds. And there's the cover again. So guys, thank you for watching my review for the 2022 film The Lake. If you guys did enjoy, then feel free to like and subscribe and comment and give your thoughts on the video, which always helps. Have a great day. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.